Welcome back to Mitchell Makes. Yes, so today I'm going to be revealing 2 new things to you. And with one of those new things, we will be making a whole brand new thing with raw materials that we're going to go source from Goodwill and Poverello. Thrifting! Love it! So, thing 1. Gorgeous new fade. Needed a haircut. Was looking busted. No, I'm not looking so busted. I mean, I'm a little busted, but and then thing 2, my new sewing machine. I love her and can't wait to use her. So yes, we are going to do that. Let's do it. We are going to head to the thrift store to find material. That's me driving to the thrift store. Thrift store. We are in the Goodwill doing some thrifting, and I cannot wait to use my new sewing machine. So I'm going to try to create a fun first workday look based on Jaguars, since the school mascot is the Jaguars. Now we're at Poverello's to see if I can find a sewing table for the machine to sit on. No luck finding a table to sew on. Okay, so I got this really awesome dress. So we see she is very long. She's got a lot of fabric. So this is a huge win, because you get way more fabric to use versus this is $7.99, but also this is $7.99. Very similar qualities, but you can see the difference here. You get so much more fabric when you buy the dress. So that's an option. But think about it also when you are buying your thrifted goods, everything that you're buying can be a component. You got this fun little D-rings. This can be something. So yes, the price, look beyond the price and look for the components that can be used, because these D-rings themselves, they could potentially end up being $4.99 at the store. And so you're getting a lot more for your buck when you're getting components as well. Another fun thing about these is when you start cutting them up, you can use the patterns themselves. If you cut along the seam lines, get a really nice clean cut, you've got a pattern. Let's see. Oh, another fun thing too is you can use the different elements from the garments for so many different other reasons. You can use this set-in sleeve onto a whole nother garment. It's really cool. I love it. Simple, easy, oversized stripe. This has got a pretty good amount of fabric. Then we've got this pant. I love this pant as an option. It also has a fun little pocket here. Might add a button, so because I'm going to be turning it into a shirt, and maybe this could be a chest pocket. This is going to be the base we talked about, and then we're going to fill it with all of our fabrics that we're going to sew together and make a really cool kind of patchwork situation. And then that will be set into here, and I want to do pleats throughout, so it's got a lot of body and movement. It'll be so cool. That's the goal. So here's everything dried after a good wash. Very excited, very excited as to what is going on as you're listening and watching. So basically, I have cut up all the fabrics. I've separated essentially the bodies into individual panels from cutting the garments up. At this point, I'm just prepping the fabric so that way I can cut it into small squares, so that way we can go back and then create a quilt that's patchworked and has the different prints and the different textures and the stripes and the fun graphic uh, all together. So this part is extremely boring. So I've fast forwarded it so you don't have to watch me prep fabric. That's so annoying. Just know the big thing here is to try to get the same shapes and the same grain lines. And that's pretty much what this is about, okay? Okay, I have a giant pile of fabric that I am going to essentially sew, quilt together, and I'll get a big piece of fabric in the end, and then we'll make the back panel for our fun, super cool jacket. So, let's get it. Turn her on. Okay. First, I'm going to separate fabric from fabric. Right side's up. Okie dokie. Let's get going. I think I want these two. And I'm just going to sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So, excuse me, the 1/4 inch is literally the edge of the presser foot. At this point, it's very, very boring again because you're just sewing each pattern piece over and over and over. And there's some methodology behind it. I sew one panel, and then when I go in to sew the next panel, I choose a different layout that would look nice with the layout that comes before it. So you'll see in a fast forward effect that happening until we get our bigger quilted piece that is ultimately going to be used in the inset for the back of the jacket. We have our quilt. It's looking so good. I love it. And now I will be cutting the body of this garment. Okay. What I want to do is literally cut, giving myself some seam allowance, literally cut straight up to about right there, cut straight over. To roughly the same spot. Got a little ways to go. And then cut straight. Okay, and now we have our back cut out to then apply all of that delicious quilting we just did to it. So it's going to be long, flowy, and super cool as a goal. Wish me luck. Okay, here's where we get a little technical because I need to go in with my measuring tape to measure that upper cut mark to see how much I need to pre-reduce my top layer of fabric because I want to pre-pleat before I set it in. So I'm dealing with roughly 15 inches. So 15 inches. And my upper layer. We are looking at 45 inches. So my goal now is to take the 45 inches of the quilt layer and reduce it to 15. And this does not include the seam allowance because technically there isn't really any on the garment itself that we'll be attaching it to. So therefore, I need to get 45 down to 15 with pre-pleats. Wish me luck. Okay, this part gets really boring yet again. So essentially what you're seeing here is I'm centering the pre-pleated quilt onto the center back of the back of the jacket. And then I'm sewing one side to the new side seam and I'm sewing the other side to the new side seam. And then eventually I go into a pivot and I pivot down to sew the side seam on one side and sew the side seam on the other. So this is fast forwarded, but that's the actions taken here. Set the pre-pleat at the back yoke area that we've cut, and then sew the seams down the side. And then we're basically almost done. Okay, now it's time for the reveal. Wow. Cozy, casual, like what? So vibe easy. And then bam, we are shirt tail in the back. We're quilted with school colors. I love it. Thanks for sewing with me. If you loved this episode, please come back for more. And don't forget to subscribe.